What's up, everybody? It's Brian from Tuner Tools, and I've talked before about PDMs and their advantages. I'm going to give you a practical example in under 2 minutes. And what I'm going to use here is going to be an example using fuel pumps. And I've talked about this before. We're going to have a crash course in some of the advantages here of why you use a PDM. So what I've got here is I've got a defined ECU. I've used the link and I brought all this in. I've defined a keyboard with an ignition button, in this case just a fuel pump override for this example, and I've got fuel pumps. And this is going to be an advantage here of not just staging your fuel pumps, not just turning on the relays, but having some logic here. We've done some basic stuff. I've designed a fuel pump here. I've given it a prime, told it to turn on, give it an override. This is going to be our lift pump and our pump one. That's pretty straightforward. We're going to cover that in a more detailed video. The advantage here, we've got our second pumps. We've got 3 pumps here. I only need 2 to run the vehicle. Our second pump is going to automatically stage based on load and RPM, as well as some of our basic stuff. What we're also going to do is if the fuel pump 1 has faulted, we're going to turn this on. Because we have a PDM, we know if our fuel pump's faulted, if it's undercurrent, if it's overcurrent, or if it has a short, or if there's any other issue, or again here, if I've got a fuel pressure drop. This is automatically going to turn on fuel pump 2 if any of those happen, even if it isn't turned on from the stage. And the real trick here is fuel pump 3. I could have pump 1 or pump 2 die, and my third pump, which is a backup, is going to automatically turn itself on. I don't need to do anything. There's no putting the car back, bring it back in. This can change, and this happened where we had a pump die. Not only did we finish the run, we won the run, and we were able to keep going, something that wouldn't happen if we weren't running a PDM, such as the ECU Master PMU. And in this case, we've got it set up if pump 1 or pump 2 faults, or fuel pressure drops. This is a real quick practical example of how this might work and some benefits here. If you want a detailed description of how I set this up and how we do other things inside the PDM, check out our bio for a full list of videos and hit us up for some more education.